Hello, I am back. Did you miss me at all? You did not, did you? You're lying if you say you did. But yeah, I am back. I'm in a different city, beaming to you from Portland, Oregon, as of now. Yeah, a little bit late to start this. I was like, I should probably stream. It's 4 o'clock, and I had to plug in my computer, plug in my mouse, put the camera on there. I don't know where it's pointing really. Hopefully somewhere vaguely appropriate. I haven't done any crosswords for a couple of days, so I've got a bit of a backlog. So I'll probably do like yesterday's puzzles or something. Yeah, some catch up. What was the last one I did? Tuesday I haven't done. Monday I haven't done. Alright, let's do the Monday concise. That seems like a good thing to do. Laugh gleefully. This sounds like chortled. Wander around could be Rome. Cambridge honours exam. Tripos. Divide by cutting. Only half. Too expensive to buy. Measurement of wavelength distribution sounds like science. Ballroom dance could be lots of things. Let's go tango. Kind character. Manner. Sound from a cat could be meow or purr. Completely, entirely. Partially blown off fish is definitely char. The Italian brandy is grappa. Iron smelting structure. Is this a flash? Oh, blast furnace, I think. That's better than a flash furnace. Better hope it is, because otherwise I'm messed up already. I think my what do you call it? Microphone is on the floor, so you can't even hear me. I don't know, but no one's really. Oh, someone's watching. This would be discriminate, so that's not really right. Slice maybe. Boxing punch. Is this a haymaker? I don't know. Photo taker. Pack. Wonder. Unimportant details. This is trivia. How dare they allege that? I like my trivia. This is sever. Honest dealings. To be fair something. Fair dues. Too expensive to buy. You can tell I've been away for a few days, can't you? Measurement of wavelength distributions. Kind character is nature. Private teachers are tutors. Actors' part is a role. This is indeed entirely. I might poker anymore, really. Boxing match. It could be a haymaker, couldn't it? And what would the ballroom dance be? No one knows. No one knows. Hello. I hope you can hear me. I don't know if I can hear myself. Photo taker. Oh, camera, right? That kind of taker. It's the rumba, the samba, the mambo. Not the mambo. Be like haymaker for that day. Sound from a cat is going to now be purr. Boxing punch. Uppercut. Unaffordable. Let's do this. Now I'm here. Measurement of wavelength distributions. Spectrometry. Is that what spectrometry actually is? You asked me and I said, I don't know what it is. It's something to do with mass spectrometry. I can't say it. Why can't I say it today? The rumba. That was very slow. Will I be slow? Let's get that's the microphone. Let's bring it up. Maybe this will help. Put it up here on the table. Alright, so what is the Nina from a couple of days ago that I missed? What do we see here? Don't see anything in the rows. Don't see anything in the columns. short words are char, roam, purr, and roll, which seem to have nothing to do with each other. Is there anything in the diagonals? Not nicely. What about the first or last letters of words? Oh man, I don't know. 77th fastest, that's very bad. Glass furnace. Well, at least I said blast furnace and not flash furnace. It's arena. Oh, every word has an R in it. That's the kind of thing that's quite hard to see because almost every word has a R in it anyway. Isn't that not the case? Alright, let's continue. I totally put the wrong date on this, by the way. I tried to change it and it started anyway. So that's where we are. Alright, the cues. Oh, no. I don't want to do this. I'm going to go back. Darn it. Okay, what else have we got? Times. We'll do the Times cryptic from Monday, now that we're slightly warmed up. Police arrest leading lad shooting darts. Club next to apartment that's used to press. Flatiron? Raphael's first avoids glazing detail, creating illusion. Glazing detail. In sensitive state, drivers commandeering a single convertible. This is analgesia, so it's an anagram of a single with inside AA. Yankee cabs ignoring sort of junction feature in chart. So the sort of junction is a T junction. We take that out of Yankee taxis and we get Y axis. Let's do some downs. Advice to buyer. Let's say that's caveat emptor and pretend we read the clue. Slate lawyer bamboo fancier. Bamboo fancier officer panda. Stooping to secure second creative work. Stooping, bending, kneeling. Second could be Mo. One piece of writing in career is unconvincing. Flimsy. Career is flies and career around. Arabian film star engages university in dispute. Whitish yellow plant that climbs walls. Okay, it's got to be ivory. Victor replaced in number 10 in patent offensive. Got to be obnoxious. Work it all out later. Like buccaneer as pirate. Left below island. The island is Iona. That's fairly chestnutty. Stocky type to finish concept. Well, let's go for it. This is vanishing point, isn't it? Is that an illusion? I don't know. Police arrest leading lad. Shooting darts. What's leading lad? A cop. Copal? Is it Halaboy? I don't know what Copal is. That's the main problem here. Stooping to secure second creative work. Lasagna. Argument. Okay. AR. Arabian film star. Gable. Arguable. Okay. Grand boy taking violin out of case. This has got to be Gladioli. Beloved of Morrissey. Go around Twisty Ridge making descent. Pedigree? A source of unwellness in Northern Ocean. It's got to be nausea. Old Queen in charge of resistance unit. Home? Home office head. Okay, this has got to be hoi polloi, masses. Is it always plain sailing for him? Something seaman? Ordinary seaman? Yes, plain is ordinary, so we can just put ordinary seaman there. Diver with navy enlist European supplying shark skin. Is this shagreen? to green is shark skin. Lower front of sister's hood. Lower is scowl. Still looks like lasagna-ing. Stocky type to finish concert up in old hotel. Endomorph is stocky type. Minister's aide tormented a co-ed head. Is this a deaconess? Yes, anagram of a co-ed, then ness. Put differently, traveller has English about right. It's got to be rephrased. Holy city with current version of Chinese script. Is this pinyin? Holy is pie. Yeah, okay. Cold fish behave like limpets. Limpets cling. Cold ling is a fish. Also heather. Dance round under branch. I cannot type. It's been a week and I can't type. Guard for pupil that's batted sometimes. Eyelid. Can't fool me with your. Can't fool me with your keyboard. You can't fool me with your cricket references. Stooping to secure second creative work. Stooping is designing, deigning. Okay, what's definitely not that. Copal. Don't know what copal actually is. It is a word, but I don't know what it means. Oh my goodness, I have to get my fingers working again. Is this cope then? Police arrest leading lad. So cop. Cupid. Oh my god. Okay, yep. Here's a lad shooting darts. Took me a while. Old queen in charge. Okay, this is omic. Strange word, but it seems like that's alright. So the most interesting news here is that Richard Brown's name is under the title. Have they changed their policy? Because previously the Times was always anonymous, but if this is a Richard Brown puzzle, or is it anonymous until the next day and then they tell you who it is? Because I don't normally do the puzzles until this late. So let's see what's going on here. Police arrest leading lad shooting darts. So this is police's CID, arresting containing up, which means leading, and the clue is lad shooting darts. Very nice. Club is the iron in golf. Apartment is flat. Use a flat iron to press. Raphael's first avoids varnishing, and then detail is point, I guess. Gladioli, pedigree, nausea. Nausea was a andlet, wasn't it? So where is it? A source of unwellness. That's U in northern AU in Northern Sea. And obviously, if you are bobbing around on the Northern Ocean, you could be suffering from nausea. Hoi polloi, home office head stops just over 100. That's quite nice. Just over 100 here is 101. So pole is head, pole is head, and yeah, home office pole inside 101. Crosswords 101. Ordinary seaman's just a groaner. Diver with navy. A shag is like a cormorant, so it is a diver, and the RN is the navy. Caveat emptor. Try timeless ring owned by speleologist. Attempt is try. Attempt timeless is attempt with only one T. Ring is a. Put that inside a caver. Status pan. DA is a district attorney or a lawyer. Stooping is deigning. How did ivory work? Whitish yellow is obviously ivory. Plant that climbs walls. Whitish yellow. Plant is ivy. Plant that climbs walls. Okay, so whitish is actually the clue. I guess yellow ivory is not really yellow unless it's quite old. So whitish is the definition. Yellow is ore, as in gold. And then we wall that with ivy, which is quite nice. That's very clever, because ivy does climb walls, but This is a completely different kettle of plants. Alright, Victor replaced by number 10 in patent. So patent is obvious. We take out Victor and replace it by NO for number and X for 10 to get obnoxious. 9 down, aspirational, yeah, as a pirate, yeah. Stocky type endomorph to end. Prom reversed in old hotel. Minister's aid, we did that one. Put differently is rephrase. Rep is a traveller. Has, English is has. E and R is right. Holy City. So Holy City is Pi New York. Pious New York with in, which is current, fashionable. Opinion is a version of Chinese. Script. Dance round under a limb. Okay. That was quite a good Monday puzzle. Thanks, Richard Brown. And we haven't done the quick cryptic for Monday. Slow Scruffy, anagram of slow owls. A Scotsman assuming the name of a place in Greece. Athenian, Aeon. Sink filled with large fish. Sink. Uncultivated land with space for retreat. Moor is reversed room. Poet excluded in conversation. Bard. Final net value adjusted. That's eventual. I feel like my typing's getting a little bit better. Empty garage next to little house. No. Inheritance gift of frilly clothing. For example, it's got to be legacy. Lacy is frilly and EG is, for example. Female effortlessly acquires billions, possibly, probably. Feasibly, female easily acquiring B for billions. Small pale coloured bird, one is pale coloured. I try embodying A, I go. Person arranged extremely sensible answer. Rather a few, eh? Sumptuous portion of yakitori chicken. Rich. State benefit is thoroughly reasonable, we're told. Holy, no, I don't know. Crew ultimately provides muscle. Crew. Admiral regularly turned up to offer assistance. It's got to be aid, hasn't it? Yeah, every second letter of Admiral, but from the bottom to the top. Fooling around and also hyper, possibly. Horseplay, that's a good anagram of also hyper. Hello, hello. I'm catching up. There's got to be Gateman reversed to get name tag. Perfume from a Roman city, aroma. Hired gun travelling around British capital, that's Edinburgh. I like that. Rhinos moving east away from water. I'm alright, I'm in Portland now. Portland's nice. Rhinos moving east away from water. Inshore, yes. Anagram of rhinos and east. Student group starts to improve and creates great work. Class. Yes, classic is a great work. Time after time, love is a source of inspiration. Era and T are the two times. Singer's first substandard track. Poor is substandard. Complete a crossword collection. Compile a crossword collection. Set is a collection and also what setters do. Sink filled with large dish. Sink is founder, of course. Empty garage next to little house. Gemini is a house of the zodiac. One of the best. Person arranged extremely sensible answer. Okay, anagram of person plus S and E. Rather a few, eh? Some. What? State benefit is thoroughly reasonable, we're told. Well... State benefit, I don't know. Crew ultimately provides muscles. S plus quad is a muscle. Welfare, very reasonable. That's welfare. I'm warming myself up with Monday's puzzles. It's alright time, but not a great time. I'm all at 6s, and so I should put my keyboard somewhere better. Right. Next, Monday, general knowledge. Legendary courtier forced to dine beneath a sword suspended by a single hair. This can't be Damocles, can it? Oh, it is Damocles. Where I'm thinking this was a cryptic. Thin Mexican flatbread. Is this a tortilla? Expanse of open grassland in southern Africa. Maybe a veldt. Pale pink dip is Tara Masalata. US state with Wichita in it is Kansas. Aircraft whose maiden flight was in Toulouse was going to be Concorde. Moira Shearer is the lead actress, and they're very lovely, the red shoes. Umberto Eco, of course. Name of the Rose. Former name for an assistant referee in football. Is that what they call a linesman? I would not know. Portland, Oregon. Naturalist whose subjects include barnacles and earthworms. Is this Darwin? It might not be Darwin, just guessing. Highest award recognising music sales in the UK. That is a platinum disc. None of your mimsy gold discs for Adele. South Coast Resort next to Brighton. Oh. The Hoes and Hove Knots. British Wimbledon ladies singles champion in '69. Not Virginia Wade. Oh no, not Pam Grier. Tree whose diets, that's the mulberry tree. Silkworms love mulberry. Frank Auerbach is a painter. Old Testament is Native American sport is lacrosse. Chime is produced in the stomach. Bill Bryson. Alga is the aquatic organism. Sarajevo is the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Diana Ross, that's Lionel Richie. Salopian. Madrigal. Triumvir, lovely word. Animism is the belief things have souls. Manana. River of Florence is the Arno. What's left? British Wimbledon. Is this Anne Jones? I'm glad it was Anne Jones. I have no idea. Alright. There we go. Quick enough. Quick enough. Alright, we move forward through time to yesterday. Yesterday's concise. Portland, Oregon is really nice. I love it. Controlled region so far. Controlled region above a country. Male admirer. Oh, this is it's not cryptic. One remaining undecided can be a scattered rubbish. Is that debris or litter? Eat heartily. Chow on. Subtle meaning is nuance, regarded, inspected. A division of the body politic. Relating to waste, liquid, loss of voluntary movement, unpleasant smell, and niff. Doctor Who baddies. Oh, I like that clue. Strive against. Event with difficulties. Obstacle race, I guess. California City. Oh, I've just left there. I miss it. Why would you do this to me? Flying concern. Air something. Line round the earth. The earth spelt. Cause to be liked. And dear, glutinous or sticky. Name for Ireland could be Era. Oh, this is air again. Airspace. Eat heartily. Tuck in. Regarded. Third estate, I guess. Any estate is. This is uric, to do with the urine. Loss of voluntary movement. Akinesia? Maybe it's not that. That would mean you can't move. Flying concern. Airtime? No. Glutinous. Is this viscid? Is that really a word? I don't know. Guarded or inspected could easily be viewed. Oh, concern as in a business, so we're talking airline. Let's try this. Portland Bill. Yes, I should move to Portland Bill. Alright, that wasn't so bad. There's some hard stuff in there, I think. Now, what is the Nina? Will I see it? I wouldn't expect... Oh, I do. So around the edges I see round and round and round and round and round and round and round. Could be here all day. Okay, I saw one. That's good. A perimeter jobby that says round and round and round forever, which I like. Whee! What have we got? What have we got? QC for yesterday. A right turn off, corporation's tree plantation. Yep. Caught a glimpse of cutter, double deaf, retired minister with roofed. This is veranda, isn't it? Rev and A. On radio, remain calm and composed. Light fabric produced by commercial traveller. That's a rep again. Observe article and be furious. Can someone else write this? Not on your life. Autobiography. If someone else writes it, it becomes a biography. Head of quiet university isn't commonly old worldy. That is quaint. As in quaint pudendum. Not as in quaint pudendum, but that's what quaint used to mean. Civic dignitary initially respected by Irish county. Mayo is a county, so we have mayor. Couple providing support is a brace. Large books finally deter unworthy intolerance. Draw bow perhaps. Or bow. Charlie entering place set out for extravaganza. It's an anagram of place set with Charlie in it. This is advocate, I guess. Secure is bar, bar the door. Extent is range. Able to be conveyed to Barnstaple somehow. Transportable is able to be conveyed. Wrongly assume right to be manipulator. Manipulator. Massager? Or masseur, yeah. Cheerfully casual, looks like slap happy, reverse pals. Broad identification, you and I must go without. Broad wide, yeah. ID with we around it. Attendance, entourage, entourage. Poets mature association with nature. So mature in nature, an I rhyme, but not a real rhyme. Water heaters and British oilers. Power could, power might. Technology holding up former pupils, old boy and IT. Hearing blood sucking arachnid, a nervous tick. Stayed is composed, is it? Observe article, see the big Old Testament. Draw bow, perhaps. Is that tie? Bow tie, yeah, sure. Dun dun dun. Onwards we go. We're almost there. Okay. Yesterday's Times. This is a whistle-stop tour of all the Times puzzles this week. Important papers may need this for security. A word from traveller and station wagon in America departs. Like hiring and firing, fool working with soldier. Assonant. On is working. Something B&B could be. Welcome after old court. Looks like octave. I guess B&B could be an octave apart. Conductor of opera mounted in northern India. Toscanini? Tosca is an opera, so that seems likely. Gas for energy under cooking pot. After revolution exist. R reversed. African primate elevated. Old Testament first. Potto, I think. Turns up with hat and appealing little number. Showstopper. Shows. Turns up. Showstopper. Showstopper challenge. Who provides food? 3 queens perhaps wanted. ER is a queen and so is a cat if it's female. Celebrate useful bar being set up. Lever reversed. Important papers may need this for security. A word from traveller. Postcard. Crazy autoclaims can be ruinous. That's just an anagram of calamitous. Upset and feverish, taking a month off. Rile, febrile, minus February. Assistant losing son at the end of a day in Rome. Ides is a day in ancient Rome. Club anger after United's cast down. Rage after... Problem with water runs is in old umbrella covering daughter. Old umbrella is a gamp, so I think we need rising damp. What drawers make formal wear? Suit. Panic with something being used to bring down plane. Flack? No. Variety of otters, man's disturbed, simple anagram. Blend lake used by one artist. Genuine about target for refutation. A butt can be a target in archery. Nervous girl reported plain language in America. Poet's key lines needing study. Dryden. D is a key. Railway plus a den is a study. Gas for energy under cooking pot. What's the cooking pot? Righteous anger with current new job going to 6 leaders in NHS. Indignation? It's righteous anger. Where Real Madrid are losing in spring. Spa? Yeah, Real Madrid are in Spain. Fresh, good and mature fruit. Green gauge, something like that. Fresh is green, good is G, mature is age. Irreverence of soldiers in Africa century regularly dismissed. Africa soldiers are impi in Zulu times. One insect hiding in edges of tussocky grass, that's one moth, Timothy is a grass. Left almost everything to crack up, almost anything. Ought is anything. Lifting topless porcelain dish up. That's porcelain. Foundation degree, Bachelor of Education is a degree. Club anger after United's cast down. Discourage. Disco you rage. What drawers make ties? If you draw in a game, you tie it. Panic with something being used to bring down a flame, that's a flap. Blend lake used by one artist. So Fuseli is an artist. Fuse L1. Nervous girl, Cheyenne. I think that's how you spell that. Cheyenne. Cheyenne. I hope that's how you spell it. That's how you spell the city. Lifting topless porcelain. Okay, porcelain is Sèvres. There's a place in France called Sèvres which does porcelain. This is full of interesting stuff, isn't it? Important papers may need this for security. Staple? staple is important. All right. Propane, is that right? 4 cooking pot, 4 an energy under a pan. Gamp. Yes, Gamp is Mrs. Gamp in. You'll have to tell me which book Mrs. Gamp is in. 555. I thought that was all right. There's lots of knowledge required for that. It's Fuseli, how to spell Cheyenne. I think it's Cheyenne, not Cheyenne. Gamp. Yes, please tell me which book Mrs. Gamp is in, if you can look that up. I don't know. We've got a ridiculous time on this one. I was looking for Moan and his 2-minuters. We didn't do it today. Alright, it was faster than regular top spot Bother as Aphis and Nathan, Richard, Graven. Forgotten how to say his name. It's very good though, Richard. Escat is good. Mr. Gris, obviously very good. Yep, the usual suspects. Did well on that one. Martin Chuzzlewit. I know nothing about Martin Chuzzlewit other than there's someone called Martin Chuzzlewit in it, probably. Alright, are we up to date? Pretty much. Alright, let's do today's concise thing. Martin Chuzzlewit, the one in America, able to be turned rotatable? Uncouth man, let's try gore. Impertinent, let's try insolent. Repeat a poem aloud would be recite. Billy Budd. Abrasive strip is emery board or emery paper maybe. Ice cream dish, is this Peach Melba? Billy Liar is a great film, I love that. Apportions, maybe a lot. Assume control, no. Affectionate is nice, no. Stood across, no. Storm features, okay. Thunder clouds. Acts of treachery, betrayals. List of voters is electoral roll, so we overstep the mark with a few of these. That's going to be lout. This is going to be impudent, very close but not quite good enough. So this makes an unverified report just a rumour, not a room owl. A rum old owl. Billy Bunter, online site manager, webmaster. Billy Elliot, don't know how you spell that, but there you go. Last unimportant part, fag end. Young goat, surely you kid. Assume control is take over. Affectionate is fond. Stood across is straddled. I think the Nina in this is just Billy's, isn't it? Bunter, Elliot, Liar, and Bud. List of male goats in here. Lots of male goats in here. The bills come due. Oh, Billy's, yes. Oh, there's more Billy's. Billy the Kid, of course. Billy the Kid, yes, Billy the Kid. So there's Billy Bunter, Billy, all the other Billies, but there's also Billy the Kid, which is my favourite Billy of all. Yeah, not unhappy with 5:55. It's under the magic 5-minute mark where you think, yeah, I've solved this puzzle pretty darn fast. But it's good for a toughish puzzle. Right, now this cryptic that I so rudely shelved. Search me after messing up fine material, just an anagram for cashmere. Old vicar coming back, old plus reversed rev. Policeman in helicopter losing height. Chopper minus H, dance for Oliver perhaps. Cry after striking husband's hooter, howl without H. Spots Her Majesty making a bit of bacon, rash as spots. Candidate in the end failing to pass. No. Extensive view of old queen in a Panama. Man better after hospital admission. Cap is better. Blunder by scientist. Terror. One letting off steam in kitchen. Just kettle, right? Unusual cottage, I think, is an anagram. Cogitate. Achievement of one supporters you might help. Feet support you. Hotel in Donegal, repeat hastily. Anagram of Donegal gets us headlong. Strange European, initially somehow becoming an officer. I think this is just sergeant. Trial of MP involved in deal. Execute, it's not ordeal. Execute British boss in possession of ecstasy. B British head is the British boss. B head. Said superstar is out of work. Drink Strongbow in extra large bottles. Bottled by Strongbow in extra. We have wine. Dances Oliver Twist. Candidate in the end failing to pass. Passes elapse. Elapse is a failing. Charlie unfortunately, alas, keeping one. Tired Shakespearean king stuck in past. By is past. Terrific parrot having heart transplant. Ape turning into ace. Faith on island weak for the most part. Terrible mistake. Howler monkey. Style of beer knocked back at noon. Left deserving a little of what to pope is dangerous. A little learning is a dangerous thing. Trial is sample. MP in a sale. Islam island. And then lame. Said superstar is out of work. Idle. Ilanis style. We reverse ale before N for noon. Said superstar. Oh, it's a homophone of idle. Gives us idle. There seem to be lots of things here where you could easily go the wrong way. Did I go the wrong way on any of these? I do the monthly club. Yeah. We could do that. I would like to do that. I just blogged the last month's and I did it a little bit late, but I have not yet done this month's. But I shouldn't do it live because it's still a prize puzzle. I could do it at the end of the month if I forget again. That would be good. I do love the monthly club special. Yeah, I could do the monthly club. I love it. I can show you last month's and we can have a look at it. Yeah, it's a good idea. Drink which exceptional soprano aspires to reach. Surely this is just high C, but it can't be. A quiet chum joining a Greek character. This is a quiet pal at a high Appalachia. Like saucy specialist nurse, maybe. Getting to the point. Ooh-ha. Stage garment. An apron is a stage. Absurdly rich parish starts to build other churches in York. Perhaps. It's got to be Archbishopric, right? Water penetrating hotel beyond. This is hot seat. C is water. Colleague in compound being loveless. Alloy minus that. This looks like recital. What's disgraceful in blue? Eaton man. Don't know, but it's got to be this, not to be spoken of. Unmentionable. Wooded area once part of Arthur's territory. Is this a hearse? Is that what hearse means in place names? I explain model being kept by former model. What's this? X. Something like that. I explain expositor. Model kept by X without much money. I can't put that in. I just don't know why yet. What's said to be dismissed at all times and everywhere. Everything, everywhere, all at once. throughout is dismissed. Maiden buried in textbook is more stuffier. Textbook is a primer. Like saucy specialist. Yeah, my blog is available. Yeah, it's on timesthetimes.co.uk, and if you you can filter it and look for club monthly specials, and I've done them for the last few years, so it should all be there. Drink which exceptional sopranos. This is top E, not high C. The high C is also a drink the sopranos might want to get to. Trouble about to be noticed in posh vehicle or a more ordinary one. This is adieu reverse. Bear up, whether great or little. So a bear in the sky is a constellation, either Ursa Major or Ursa Minor. Bias of journalists probed by legal team. Bias partisanship. Available set of books collected by pensioner. This is on tap. New Testament in an old age pensioner. Boring teacher struggling with class. Headmaster finally intervenes. It's a big long anagram. Characterless. Is that boring? Probably. After trick is set up, maybe watch worker not doing all the hours. Part timer. Timer is maybe a watch. Weird and horrible experience. A mare with a black cab in it. Shake a big drink to get male drunk. Is this tremble? Yeah, treble with M. Ineffective folk to worry about. So wets are what the Tories call ineffectives. Stew reversed. Bias of journalist probed by legal team. What's going on here? Stuff awfully pure worn by composer. Upholster. Anagram of pure worn by Gustav Holst, my grandmother's music teacher. Area of land is hell, endless weed. Hectare. Hectare is a weed. Heck is hell. A learner restricted by paltry grant. Allow. Low could be paltry. Right, King of the Amalekites is a joke. Is this like a gag or something? Girl crossing the Channel Islands. So this is Gal crossing La Ci. I think this must be a gag. Grassy area in UK. This looks like green sward. It's a rail car room. RR is a posh car, Rolls Royce. Pertinent, pert. Pertin, E-N-T. I like that a lot. Bias. Journalist. Is journalist press? Legal team. Check I got this one right. Looks like an anagram of teacher class. I explain model being kept by former lover without much money. Model is poser. Pose. Sit. Oh, sit is model. I was obsessed with pose being model, and it's never a good look. Bias of journalists. It does look like press, so how would that work? Prepossess. Oh, a posse is a legal team, is it? I hope it is. Alright. Not as fast as the mighty Jason, but within acceptable parameters. Let's have a look at I'll just tell you some of my favourite clues from before we wrap up, because we've got a few more minutes. from the last Club Monthly special. They're so good. So the first thing you can see when you look at Club months, Club. Oh, you haven't done this one. I won't look at it if you don't want. D22.6. No, I've hidden it. That's a good one though. Do you like the Roger Phillips puzzles? Every second ones. Oh, quick look at this. Blast from the past. So the first thing you can see with all of these puzzles is that they're full of crazy letters, they're full of crazy words that you wouldn't normally get in a puzzle. And just to keep you on your toes, there are some words which are quite common usually. There's usually one or two which could be a normal clue. Not so many in this actually now I look at it, but quite often there are words that are straightforward. How do we look at this? So one across. Iron horse, provided heads, cost of use, varying regularly. Well, the definition here is varying regularly for equidifferent. The iron horse is, iron is Fe, the chemical abbreviation for iron. Equid is horse. If is provided. Cost of use is rent. So there you see the kind of insane clue that you're getting, because no one immediately thinks, oh, varying regularly, that must be equidifferent, I'll just slam it in. You have to work out, okay, could it end with different, in which case rent could be cost of use, and oh, equid is a horse, yes, okay. Yes, attock. Attock was amazing. Repeating this change would make sauna such a stinker. So an attock is a word for a skunk, which you may or may not know. And if you repeated the change A to K, you would turn sauna into skunk, which is pretty amazing. Repeating this change would make sauna such a stinker. I love that one. Chipper article about Britain in the same source. Vegan diet item. And a zuki bean is a vegan diet item. I don't know if it's just vegans who eat zuki beans, but I certainly do eat zuki beans. So a chipper article is an ads, or a chipper is an ads, and an article is an. About Britain, UK is Britain, IB is short for Ibid or Ibidem in the same source. So once again, lots of little pieces you have to put together to find a zuki bean, which isn't a too obscure word, but who knows. Dull purple beam spans shot. That's fairly simple, apart from the fact that you would never know that griddler is a word for dull purple, but this is grin crossing over Delhi, fairly straightforward. South Africa. I've got to do your puzzle, Blue Floyd. Maybe I'll do it this week now that I'm back. South African native plant used in cooking. So this is a South African native is a Reebok, better known by the spelling R-E-E, thanks to the shoes. So African antelope. Plant used in cooking is herb. It's second half absorbing the first, so the RB is absorbing the HE to get RHEB, and then to green light something is to OK. Again, I'm just sort of amazed at this kind of really clever cluing. It's second half absorbing the first. This is just so good, and inventive ways to clue things. Not things from the usual repertoire. Diminutive tunneler, that sounds like a digger wasp. So it's an anagram of raw eggs inside a dip, which is a fixed source. Peak half visible on climber's route diagram. Is this... I can't remember how this is. Oh yeah, peak half visible. Peak is a top, half visible on is just O, just half of on. And I think that's what a top O is, if I remember correctly. Backward idiot is a nana reverse, no longer A. Apparently anan was an old word for A. Who knew? Quits, oh I love this. Quits last part of heptathlon after central switch. So quits, if you're going to call it quits, you'll call it even Steven. So the last part of a heptathlon is event 7. You switch the middle letters of event 7, you get even Steven. Love it so much. Ancient metric guide, that's a gradus. You among grads, again a very simple cryptic. Another amazing thing, Khan's hybrid fowl to complement pickin. Well, if a pickin is a cross between poultry and chicken, then choltry is the inverse of that. Choltry is the other way you could say pickin if it was a hybrid poultry chicken, and apparently a choltry was a Khan. I can't remember exactly what it is, but Tupelo is pepperidge. I don't even remember what Tupelo and pepperidge are, but they're the same thing. Maybe a tree. So the gym is PE, the hogsback is a ridge, and vitality is pep. Very simple clue here. Grass spliff, to use as a drug outside broadcast. To do is to use as a drug. OB is outside broadcast. And a doob is a spliff. After words like equidifferent and gradus and frumentarius, we get doob, which I always like that. And talking of frumentarius, corny Belgian cartoon character turned around anti-Euro maneuvering. So corny is the definition. Frumentum is like Latin for grain. So this is corny. Belgian cartoon character around anti. So it's a Smurf reversed around an anagram of anti-Euro. I love that so much that it's so highbrow and lowbrow mixed up. Frumentarius and then Smurf is in there. There were some really good ones of this ilk in this month's or August monthly club special, so I recommend you do it without delay, because there are some bits that made me laugh out loud, as they say. Extortioner, one squeezing, part held by Morse Endeavour with both leads cut off. So Dexter is the Morse inventor, and Portion is inside Dexter, both of them having had their heads cut off. So Ortion is inside Exter. Again, brilliant. Northerners, lonely, bachelor banished from occupied bed. Bunked is occupied bed, take out the B, you get unked, which I guess is a word for lonely somewhere in the north. Wicked activities, diabularies. This is very simple. It's hidden inside irredeemable Riefenstahl, so a nice quick one to get in there. Unsettled area surrounding new estate in Paraíba. Just need to know that the Paraíba is in Brazil, and Brazil haciendas are called fazendas or whatever. I don't know. They are anyway, and so it's phased A surrounding N. Grabbing spades, rake reversed. Escar is indeed the residue of a glacier. To inspire is embreathe. Brother, to cut English meat. Beef say it. Beef say it. It is he. Oh yeah, I think you're it, you're he. I don't know, but it is he in this case. Scottish cardinal, it's losing FA from religious judgment. Trois. So it's a Scottish cardinal number. 2. I'll try and catch this stream. Yeah. Let me know when it is. So the religious legal judgment is of course a fatwa. You take out FA from that, and you get trois, which is a Scottish number. 2 in Scots, which is a cardinal number. What for contrary men ages old string instruments? How does this work? Orpheorions is the unlikely answer to that. Some kind of instrument. Orpheorions. Okay, what for contrary is A, pro, reversed. What is A for is pro. Men is OR. Ages old is, ages is eons. And old string instruments are Orpheorions. How beautiful. 10 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. my time. I should be able to do that. I'll put it on my calendar. Common people injecting speed foolishly into knees. It's an anagram of speed inside genu, which is a knee, as we know from French. Papa will look sideways for lost gunner. It's an old word for a gunner. P is to leer. Papa is to will look sideways. Leer. Interrupting departure. Copper had made this. Made this in Latin is excudit, so you might find that on a coin or something. That's exit with copper had in it. 21 down. Sorry. So this is a North American bird of some kind, North American rail. I abandoning a soiree. India's sweet is laddu. You might know that word. It's what Ganesh likes to eat. Man behaving immaturely is a lad. Over is O. Nothing is nothing. Nothing is also O. And another easy looking one. Seeing regular losses, redraft. You just have to work out that this just means every second letter of redraft. And you find earth, which I guess is Dutch for earth or something. It's a plot in Pretoria, South African. Afrikaans word for a plot, or earth. So yeah, hopefully that's whetted your appetite, or else made you go, oh my god, I'm never doing the monthly club special. Usually takes me about half an hour these days. It's very hard. I might get stuck for 40 minutes. Never takes me less than about 20 minutes. So yeah, you have to be a bit lucky. And when I say 20 minutes, that would be... I'm going to look up this answer because... Yeah. Because I don't know for sure that... I think this was a good one because there was nothing in it where I thought I don't know for sure that that's going to be the answer. Whereas quite often I go, I have no idea if this word for an Indian chocolate peddler is actually, you know, I think I've worked it out from the cryptic, but who knows. Yeah. Yeah, well, I meant to take an hour and 20 minutes, I think. Let's have a look at the leaderboard for this one. Is there a leaderboard? Maybe not. Do they have a leaderboard? Maybe they don't. I guess they don't. I thought they did. This one took me half an hour, but I might have had some... Sometimes people do it in my crossword group, but I cannot remember if I saw this one beforehand. I might have seen some of the clues before. Yeah. I mean, there's a lovely stream by Mark Goodliff, Cracking the Cryptic, where he does one of these, and I remember it very well because he gets stuck at the end and he has put in Globigerina ooze spelt incorrectly, like he's put in Globiregina or something. I can't remember what it was, and yeah, it's like he eventually reached a stage where he's like, I have to look this up because I don't know what's going on here, and he'd done a very simple I mean, who knows what Globigerina ooze is if you're not a marine biologist or whatever. But yeah, it's super impressive watching him solve. But yeah, when even Mark Goodliff is like, well, I've reached the point now where I'm going to start looking things up. You know it's kosher. It's kosher. These are tough. These are tough puzzles. So yeah, there should be no shame. Yeah. Yes. When I slip up, that's because I know it's very satisfying to see that. So I occasionally slip up deliberately, you see, to provide something for the audience. All right, well, that's been plenty of time streaming. I've caught up. Yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm going to be watching Liari's stream at 2 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. They post on Patreon. Oh wow, maybe I should subscribe. Get the real good solves in my inbox. All right, thank you for coming. I will see you tomorrow, I hope. Bye bye.